Hey everybody, Wisdom here. It is 1:21 a.m. Labor Day. It's technically Sunday night to me. It's realistically Monday morning, if you will, 1:20 in the morning. That's it. Where I am at, I'm at the Solo Survival Arena. Again, I caught a lot of flack all the time for having a low Portal Master rank, and the reason for that is I record everything, and I do it as a blind playthrough. And what that means is there's certain things I haven't done because I have to progress naturally. What I want to do, um, first thing first, as you know, I've got wind up here. Why? I tell people I do these things, I really do them. I take each time I fire the game up, I send whichever tech character hasn't gotten the 25 locked puzzles completed. I have them open that chest every single time. Slow process, but it works. What we're gonna do, this is kind of the introduction to it. I'm probably gonna do them, they're themed. It's kind of odd the way they started out, but you unlock them, I think, after Jungle Rumble, and then you kind of have certain ones look like certain levels you go through, and then the final two sets, of course, come from the battle. No, huh? It might have been. Did they all unlock? I guess I should look at it. I know the battle packs unlocked them in solo survival. Let's see here. It's got to be somewhere. This is proof I do everything blind, or and it's been so long since I've put anything. I know Sheepwreck Island is one. Uh, hmm, I don't know. Maybe it's Sheepwreck and the Archean Crossbow? That doesn't really make sense. Anyway, we'll figure it out. I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll kind of take it as we go. But the Portal Master accolades will come here. We're just going to come in. As you can see, the glaring holes, there's several. Right here, the Swap Zone challenges, which it's a shame they don't count those when you first do them in the game. That's really sad. The bonus missions, I've only done one of those. And at the time when I did it, I didn't realize you got a charm after the fact that applied. I didn't want to skew the stats for the upgrade videos, and you can kind of see where things go wrong after that. Time attack, I've done one level, just kind of see what it was like. Score mode, I've not done any of them. I've never even attempted it. We're doing great on the collection. Exploration, we're getting there. Challenge, we're getting there. Completion, not so much. And then the arena mode, 6 out of a potential 120. So, we're just going to come... No, we're not. Let's just... That's not where I meant to go. But we're going to cycle to all. 20 bonus mission maps, we're going to buy those at Tux. That's the no damage ones, basically, which I plan to record, hopefully. Or I may not, it depends if I have time. I believe I can purchase the rest of those. That's just tedious and requires, like 3 playthroughs of the game, 2.5. Buy the hats. You have to have a Portal Master rank to get them all, or I'd be doing that. Scrapper, we're going to take care of that when we do these. The charm bracelets, that'll tie in with what we're going to do. But you get the idea. And right there, you've kind of seen what we need to do. So, what I am going to do now is come into level select. We're going to come down here to survival arena challenges. Solo survival, obviously. Super Hungry Gobble Pods. I'm familiar with this one. Why have I played it? Because it's what I would use to like showcase different upgrades, or when I was concerned about an upgrade path, maybe being really bad, I would come in and check it out here. Pretty decent score. That's because I went through it one time on Nightmare mode. Only other one I have played, period, is right here, Pokey Spikes. I think I've played it 2 or 3 times. Basically just when I got bored of Super Hungry Gobble Pods, which does happen sometimes. But right there, these 4 are kind of themed, if you will. I'll have to actually see that. It might tie in with something different. But 6 to 10, those kind of all tie in together. Boarding party. That's probably going to tie in with like our snow levels. Vortex Banquet, I think, ties in with Sheepwreck Island, oddly enough. And then Sandcastle ties in with the Archean Crossbow. So, interesting stuff there, but you can get 3 stars on each one. It's based, I believe, only on your score. Whatever console you're on, you've got like your leaderboard here. Daryl's ahead of me. You know, but like I said, I've played 2 of these, so that's where we kind of run into issues. I'm also using the built-in commentary feature to try and save time on me actually. What I usually do, I record the video game footage standalone, and I record my commentary standalone, and then I ultimately render them into one file. Pretty much everything now has the option to do it all in one. Problem is, I've had some issues with it in the past. It scared the snot out of me, and so I've just always done it my old way. Here recently, I've done some pretty long live streams, and I don't seem to have had breaks, so I'm going to give this a go again and see what happens. But I will shut up now. We're about 6 minutes into this. Like I said, this is the introduction. Next time we start up, we won't have any of this background stuff for you. But that kind of gives you an idea why I do what I do. And actually, I want to turn this down from nightmare mode. If you don't know how to do that, you come into options, you go to difficulty, and we're just going to go to easy because I want to save some time here. Just get them done. I'll worry about high scores later. Where were we? Level selects. Come in solo survival. Super hungry gobble pods. I'll just go with wind up. I don't even have a stash of characters here. Better do that while that loads. I can't remember if I briefly touched on this for you or not. This kind of explains it to you. You want to hit enemies and kill them
Super hungry gobble
without
pods.
taking damage. So your max multiplier is 10. Anytime you get hit, you can drop down and you can get back to the initial. Each one's probably going to have these little aids like the super hungry gobble pods here, which will eat enemies. That comes in handy sometimes.
Storm in a bottle.
You got power-ups, you can use all sorts of stuff. The food thief, basically he comes out at different points between waves of enemies. Kind of helps you get going there. Today, our little accolade was +3 speed. So, we should level up our characters pretty nicely. You really don't. I usually don't even mess with the gobble pods. The only time they're actually like really nice is whenever I'm busy with going for you know, like the shielded guys. But wind up, I didn't actually use his springs a lot. You know, I kind of thought it was kind of.
This stage is just about done.
I don't know. I guess I didn't appreciate it much. You can see the little Reavels come in. They get dropped off in the umbrellas and everything. Our multipliers at 10. I don't think we're taking any hits. This is what's nice. I'll show you. I can't get him. He just hones in. But you get the idea. If we had a gobble pod free, they would just eat that guy, turn him into gold. There is no time limits here. You can take as long or as quick as you want to. Food thieves. Please throw him in there. Alright, what I like to do is always leave food if I don't like immediately need it. At this interval, somebody comes in and put 2 cages you can go on to break these. An easy way to lose your multiplier is to be down there in the middle, and the chompies just like pop up behind you. So always keep that in mind. With wind up, his first request I think is some crazy number in overcharge. That's easy to actually take care of. Let me show you what the hungry gobble is. You've seen this in my upgrade videos, but I mean, if you need money, save some time. Twice I have actually killed those guys with projectiles as they fell from the sky. Oh my gosh, I forgot the blunderbuss. You gotta watch for the projectiles. That's
only a few enemies left.
There's another one over there in my stash of cheese. But all just kind of it gets crazy, and even in these first 2, particularly Nightmare, to actually kind of keep up with what all's going on. Right now, I'm just eradicating everything on the screen, and it's in part just because I'm used to that. I mean, that's honestly what it is. So, you can kind of
Bonus stage.
in Nightmare mode, that guy would take like 60 hits to kill him. It's pretty ridiculous. You do, and you get some fruit. This one's kind of more pizza and burger than it is. I think the next one I played it just a few times, but you do get a significant amount of fruit. There's probably better strategies. Again, I just have experience with its first two, so it's kind of hard for me to walk you through. Everything will be new. Everything will be fresh to me after that. I haven't played them here on the Wii U. 3DS doesn't have them. Haven't played it on the Xbox. So you'll kind of just see now. I mean, I went through the game with block stock Skylanders. Watch the air spell pumps. They're fast. That's really bad with slow characters. For those that do projectiles. Always be leery of what's going on. Like I said, even here in this one, it's actually really easy. It's super easy to actually kind of get caught up and maybe kill those chompies and then not see
Hang in there, it's almost over.
Life spell punch is always one thing. Leave the food though until after this round. Leave some if you can, because then if you do happen to take a hit some unfortunate way, you can actually get that food and you can get your health back before you kill the final enemy, which is nice because they're easy to kill here. And that will of course help you take care of this, which is just don't take much.
Congratulations.
And we didn't. That may have been a perfect run, actually. Don't hold me to that. I didn't pay a lot of attention. I was busy talking and monitoring other things. But if you think, what do you mean a perfect run? You scored 43,000 points. Well, if we would have done that on Nightmare mode, that would have been like a ridiculously high score. I'll look back at this and actually see if we ever did get hit. I'm not sure that we did. Wind Up played that pretty well. But obviously, if you think, man, you know, how do you get... You previously scored like 100,000. More than that, again, that's because that score is from Nightmare mode. As you dial up the difficulty, take your final score here and just kind of multiply it out. Add something to it. You kind of get a feel for it. But the way it's set up, 5,000, 30,000, 65,000 is kind of geared towards your performance. As you note, this was pretty much... If this wasn't a perfect run, I don't think we got hit but maybe one or twice. Probably just one time, if at all. But you get the idea. We would have been short of 65,000 to get that third star. That's when you have to come back in on a higher difficulty and max that out. And then if you really want to shoot for the stars, just go ahead and step up to Nightmare mode. And it's pretty challenging on Nightmare mode, but you can take care of it and go from there. So we're going to actually level select it. Solo survival, and we will go Pokey Spikes, which I've played just a few times. We'll see what happens. Who do I want to use? You know what? Let's stick with a tech theme and go with Kickoff Countdown. Before I record the next set, I'm going to see if this one actually keeps my commentary in sync. Really leery of it just because of those early
Pokey Spikes.
Alright, 3 stage enemies while being cursed. Obviously, this would not be a good choice to go for not taking
Spike hazards. Ice shield.
You gotta watch the spikes, you get Chill's shield there. You got the Food Thief coming back. Don't have the gobble pots to help you. You got that pesky cloud that curses you.
3, 2, 1.
It's literally like a curse, not like, you know, cussing at you.
Stage 1.
Basically, what does that cloud do? It does that, and it's just super effective. Countdown, kickoff countdown, I took down the Rocketeer path because sadly, the Boom Buddies forever weren't keep sucking. So, that was a bummer. You'll note a lot of the times when I do these, I'll just go with the character's go-to attack, and you know, whenever I upgrade them, I focus on the ones, you know, I'm concerned about there. Now in this one, those heavers, or the blunderbutts, I can't remember what very hard to keep up with. And what's really hard to me is that we actually get hit by that cloud, and then you got the rumble going down and everything like that, and you have trouble telling if you're getting hit by something, like an enemy, or if it's just the cloud. You can see the spell punks came in on us, that kind of caused some trouble. Those guys just blend in. It's like Bettina on Animal Crossing. She just, if she's in the flowers, you just kind of, lose the shield. I'm used to not getting the shield, I guess I should do. I'll try to do that for you since I'm like showcasing. Always watch your health.
Bonus stage.
The higher up.
Stop the food thief.
Why?
before he
Because if you have
escapes.
something go down, if you have something go down with your health, you can actually grab the food and keep it.
Stage 2.
Now the little shish kebabs there, those are actually, I guess, fruit kebabs, if you will. So that counts towards the heat. Is it 15 or 25? It's kind of nice not have like really live showcasing attacks. When I say, I prefer certain attacks over others, I mean you kind of get a feel for what's going on with the character. Just based on simple things like this. Again, I'm used to not getting little bombs, they'll come out and they'll basically just kill the I think if I made this, maybe hard, but I think we can basically just take care of everything. I think they all have 3 waves. Again, obviously, once we get outside of this one, I honestly don't know. Some of the quests, some of these quests you can actually do, like kill an enemy with self-destruct. I'm going to try to set that up.
This stage is just about done.
I don't want to kill Chomp. And again, I probably shouldn't do that. We don't have much Chomp. This is like such a cakewalk after being in Nightmare. We have lost a lot of work. That's
Bonus stage.
Let's see if we get a lot of Chomp. I honestly can't remember the play out. But again, you get so much fruit in this one. If you have trouble with that quest, you could just come in and get to that. My biggest thing here is just going to be, I'm not sure what the finale is. Like going around the enemies. Obviously, I won't know that at all. I have played this one. I really wish I did too. Because that area had advantages. I want to grab all the fruit. It's not as smooth. When you miss out, the projectile guys are here. It's going to cash in. You start seeing red circles on the ground. So keep that in mind. Once you get outside of the spike circle, what I like to do in this one is actually come out this way. And make sure you get the XP as well. That's important. Okay, I'm going to try to kill the gear. He took out the spell. I would like to, I don't know if we have to change this.
Hang in there, it's almost over.
Five again, so can't really do it. I think you have to kill it.
Congratulations.
No, that was the end. I thought it'd be more than that. So that didn't go very well, but you get the general idea. Again, the best strategy in this one is up the difficulty. The cursed cloud obviously going to make it difficult to pick up some of the basic things there. So we'll go ahead and level select once more. And solo survival. Alright, Angry Plant suggested level 1 to 5. I have never played this one before in my life. So we're gonna go ahead and crank it out here. Who do we want to use? We'll pull kickoff and debating if I should keep with my tech theme or not. Too many choices. Let's see. Let's just do Dunebug, I guess. He was kind of the man of the hour last night in my Mage Rivalry video.
Can't beat the beetle!
And I really need to try and kind of plan ahead for the next set.
Angry plants.
Alright.
Survival arena.
Looks pretty much like our previous two.
Cage master.
Got the Cage Master back.
Chompy plants. Lychee. Food thief. Ready. 3, 2, 1. Fight. Stage 1.
It's kind of weird when you go through. Oh, he doesn't need that. Okay. Oh, this would be the easiest place in the world. Oh, gosh. Okay, so you know I was looking for the 10 chompies for countdown. This would be the place to do that.
Sweet.
So yeah, there's so many characters you've got to do whatever with X number of enemies. This would be a great place to do that.
Level up. More power!
I got some. But it's weird, what I was saying before we got offense and else. It's kind of weird to like go from an open area to something surrounded by spikes, and then the next step up, you actually, when he was in flight, he wasn't in there. But then you step back to something that doesn't have the spikes. Biggest thing I enjoy is not being cursed.
Only a few enemies left.
Never seen those guys
So
pop
many
out.
enemies.
It is nice you can send one. Somehow we're able to. You get those guys when they first come out would be best. The problem you have with them
Bonus
is
stage.
whenever you're a slim character without the jump, that's when they really screw up.
Stage 2.
Trick around.
New chompy pods have appeared.
This is awesome. And again, this is going to be really easy to set up and get like all your big guillotine enemies and run through an enemy and pick up a piece of gold and a piece of food. You probably, I mean, if you're doing that, don't take out the chomp. Otherwise, that's a good strategy.
No time to rest.
Actually, I'm trying to think in my head if the next one is locked. Exactly. Thing to watch for there is make sure that you take care of the man. Like if you bust the bubble and the enemy wasn't dead or something.
This stage is just about done.
Wow. Again, coming off a nightmare mode for that long, this is just crazy how easy this is, really. No. You got off the screen too fast.
Bonus stage. Catch the food thief.
And again, as you go through these, I mean, some are going to put out pizzas and cheese. Others, like the previous one, are a whole lot more food. And obviously that is very
Final stage. New chompies have appeared. Keep fighting.
And I mean, when you go for like those big quests, when you go for the big quests with like the X number of enemies at the same time, just remember you don't have to worry about not taking damage. You can actually just go gear however you need to make your quest happen.
So many enemies.
Because we're still, I thought we had some. Like I said, when they're in the tall grass, like this idiot over here, they're actually pretty hard to see. I realize they're not even remotely close to the same color. It's just one of those things. Something like this would be great for your weapon. Pizzas or something. I always like to try and get the spinners if possible. Like I said, Doombug, he's not terribly slow. It's one of those things where you're like, the spin. And the other thing, I mean, particularly in this one, I don't know anything. Someone's coming fast. It does get hard to keep up with. I mean, there's like so much on the screen. It's actually easy to lose your character.
Hang in there.
Usually I'll kill the fast moving guys and just try to keep tabs really big. Let's see if you just didn't know that would happen. Count both. Is that the end? Okay, it's fine. Full health too.
Congratulations. New record.
Obviously, it's going to be a new record because we've never played this one before. You get the idea, though. On easy, you're always... I think we took a couple, maybe 3-4 hits. But I may actually bump that up just one notch on the next recording. And see if that won't let us maybe have a good run and get that 3 stars taken care of so I don't have to come through and do nightmare mode immediately. The nightmare mode stuff, I think I may live stream some of those, kind of see if we can get some really good scores or something. So, that said, I think I'm trying to figure out if, let me check here. Angry Plants, we got that one taken care of. Oh, we're actually getting charms here too. This was the Swordbreaker charm. Yes. Let's see here. Okay, so that looks like it's the same setting. So I'm gonna go ahead. We're just gonna play this one. Let's pull Doombug. I'll go ahead and put. You know what? Since we did him, let's just follow suit and do magic here. And chompies. This will be the last one. I wish I wouldn't have rambled on. So let's start.
Shoot for the stars.
I was actually thinking it was the bonus missions that gave you the charms. I guess I was mistaken. Or it could be both. I don't know. It's all blind.
Chompies.
Okay, this looks
Survival arena.
same arena. We got a fruit statue in the middle.
Fruit offering.
Oh, wow.
Twin rockets.
Those are familiar.
Food thief. Ready.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Fight. Stage 1.
Eat that? No, if you could, I was gonna say that. So this one is back to the very first design. It's got the little stadium. I'd call it seating, but it's like facing. Starting out really slowly compared to most of them. Oh, did not see that. Sometimes you can actually get hit when you stand. It doesn't seem like you should, but strange things happen. You try to position yourself strategically. Just
Protect them.
looks like you just start doing this the entire time. We'll just do this for a while and see what happens. I mean, I'm here to have some fun. This is easy. I missed it.
Protect the fruits.
I usually just do that all day. I was watching that guy. You got a nice little break there, you know, if you need to like eat food or whatever. I thought I was gonna miss it. I'm probably gonna have this end by a chompy like sneaking up behind us. This is just so crazy after Nightmare. Let's see if it'll hone in on that hunt. Did I miss it? Oh, can we not let the food offering be it? I don't know these things.
Fruits are being attacked.
That would make sense while they were all
Only a
attacking.
few enemies left.
So my apologies to the food offering. When you don't, you know, I mean, when it's blind, you learn as you go. So that's kind of how I like to do the playthroughs, though. You kind of take things as they come. And,
Bonus stage. Catch the food thief.
There are some characters, and I mean that guy, especially on like Nightmare mode, he is actually hard to kill.
Stage 2.
You're lucky to get like 2 pieces of food or something. Yeah, I mean they're really not even interested in me. They're just going right after food offerings. I saw it take damage a couple of times, and I realized that sniper tower was like not going for us, but rather, yeah, food offering. And I realized. Okay. Now, something I'm wondering: will the chompies come after us? No, he's interested in food offering too. So I assume that is something that if you don't defend, it could be killed off, and I guess basically end your challenge. Now this one will actually probably be especially when you start having a lot of enemies come in. It can get really hard to defend. And the damage the enemies do if they didn't like proportionally increase the food offerings tolerance. You can have some serious issues. And what's really sad, the sniper towers, you kind of have to meander around to make sure they're not going. Other issue, your XP is going to lie before you kill them, provided you're using the projectile character excellent. I'll try to spice up her kills a little bit more, but I mean, it's just so easy. Okay, like that. That is what you want.
This stage is just about done.
Okay, that's good. I feel
Bonus
like I've done a pretty
stage.
good job defending. Whatever. It's always nice to leave a little. I didn't mean to get the word. It's nice to leave a little leeway. That way you can kind of, avoid potential issues.
Power up grab.
So we got 1 piece of pizza. She should have that accolade taken care of. I'm guessing it's like a big chomp. Or lip plate, I don't know. It's all really making XP.
Power up grab. Protect the fruits.
Now these guys are kind of coming in and figuring out what they're moving. Seems like he missed me and the food. Maybe they had two eyes instead of one. They would feel so. He finally got a piece, so that guy over there. And again, the biggest thing for me, I don't know when this is over because they've ended several of them. It's kind of weird, once you get to like level 9, it starts taking a really long
Fruits are
time
being attacked.
for your Skylanders
Fruits
to
are
actually
almost gone.
level up. It's coming trapped in level 5. I'm curious how they end again. The arena is just big enough that you literally have to check it. I would assume I'm probably going to play this in Nightmare
It's
mode,
almost
just
over.
stand around, kill some stuff, and see actually what happens if the fruit gets hit.
Power up grab.
If it just like
Congratulations.
I think we had full health there. We got delicious food plus 5 food
record.
game. And again, I think we had a pretty good round. I don't know if she ever got a hit, and we finished with 58,000. So you get the idea there. This is now, geez, pushing 40 minutes. And I'm going to end this. The next set, I think, is a brand new one, kind of themed after, like Iron Jaw Gulch or something it looked like. So I will leave this here. Again, this is just going through these on easy to kind of bump up the Portal Master and get some things taken care of. So I guess apparently I also pick up Charm, so I think that counts for something. So stay tuned. We'll continue on here in our solo survival series. And until next time, I'll catch you later. Make sure you're subscribed. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Once again, thanks for watching, and I will catch you back here next time.